Hey guys, Tony Tell Like It Is, MLB Playoffs Preview. As you see, I already documented the Dodgers win the World Series all year long. This video, I'm going to explain to you who I'm going to think is going to win the ALCS, since I already broke down the National League Championship Series. I made this video back in June, Dodgers over Nationals. I'll talk a little bit about those teams. Right now,
hey guys, so
this video I had open because I needed to share some information. No, actually, it was from the prediction video. Let me turn that on.
Of Houston and 112.
Alrighty, so as you see, the Cleveland Indians right now have 102 wins. The Astros have 101, and notice that the Los Angeles Dodgers had 104 wins. Now the Dodgers were one win shy of my win prediction for them almost a month ago. I thought they would reach 105. I talk about why they are going to reach win total number 115, and the answer here lies with Donald Trump. Remember, the Dodgers last won the championship in the year 88. Zach brought this up when I called into the show last night. Trump equals 88. The Dodgers last won in the year 88. But keep in mind that President Donald John Trump in Gematria equals 115. He said that we need to return back to law and order. Law and order in Gematria also equals 115. Not only does law and order equal 115, but once we get Trump care in Gematria equals 115. The number 15 is synchronated with Donald Trump and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Once again, the Dodgers have 104 wins right now. With a victory in the divisional series, they would have a win total of 107 wins. The D-backs will lose game number 71, all fitting to this grand Jesuit ritual, the Society of Jesus. Remember, equals 71. Remember that Catholic in Gematria equals 71. The significance of all of this, in Arizona losing game number 71 to lose a series, Arizona 84, Jesuit 84 in Gematria, all done by the numbers. No doubt this is going to happen. The Dodgers will reach win total 107 after winning the NLDS championship drought in Gematria. Equals 107. Very significant because the Dodgers, I believe they won 91 games in the year 1988. Their Pythagorean win total, whatever that means in baseball. But the Dodgers winning game number 107 against the D-backs to eliminate them is going to signal that they're about to end a championship drought. Completely significant. Let's talk about the end result. 3 victories in the NLDS, 4 in the NLCS, 4 in the World Series. The Dodgers can win 150 games total. Remember, Trump care 115, President Donald John Trump 115, the Law and Order President, Law and Order 115. Not only does 115 connect the Dodgers win total to the President, as well as the year 88, but Dodgers 72. You're trying to dodge airstrikes. The coming World War III, Syria 72. President Trump in Gematria also equals 72. We have a corporatocracy under Donald Trump. These tax breaks and whatnot. Corporatocracy equals 72. All this is synchronated, remember. All done by the Jesuits. Dodgers and Catholics also equals 36, just other connections to keep an eye on. But not only is 115 significant, but notice this. The Dodgers, after winning the division series which is best of 5, and the NLCS, they would enter the World Series with a total of 111 victories. Their first victory in the World Series for the Dodgers will be their 112th victory of the season. They win that first game of the World Series against the Houston Astros. They will win their 112th game of the season, their first win of the World Series against Houston. Houston equals 112. 112 prior World Series. The last Super Bowl was also played at Houston. It's interesting that the Dodgers and Gematria equals 51. Just connecting the Dodgers to the team they're playing in the World Series in the latest Super Bowl. The last big championship event outside of the boring, predictable NBA. Well, at least except for my students, because they're all telling me that the Cavs were going to win, but the Warriors won the NBA Finals. Excuse me. That's why win number 112 is going to be significant for the team that the Dodgers are going to play in the World Series. But notice this too. The Dodgers 104 wins, and then we have the Astros at 101 wins. Why is this all significant, you may ask? Because their 2 win totals add up to 205. That's a really big number of the Zionists. It is because the Zionist order equals 205. But notice too that the Zionist order in Pythagorean gematria equals 88. Once again, LA last won the World Series in the year 88. The Dodgers are winning this upcoming World Series. The video that I covered connecting 105 to the World Series matchup. Only fitting that that number was going to come into play later on with their 2 teams' combined regular season win totals. You see right there, Dodgers versus Astros in simple gematria equals 205. The Dodgers win the 2017 World Series in Pythagorean gematria equals 205. Very fitting that these 205 connections come into play months and months and months later in advance. No doubt this is all done by the numbers. Now, when talking about the Los Angeles Dodgers, they won 57 home games this year. Remember, the Chicago Cubs won 57 home games last year. Magic Johnson was 57 before the series started. World Series in gematria equals 57. The 113th World Series. Los Angeles, California equals 113. And I'm predicting this World Series to end, by the way, in Los Angeles, California. I expect it to end at Dodger Stadium. Look out for that to happen. But as for the Washington Nationals run differential, I'm predicting the Nationals to beat the Cubs. This number 147 does not connect to the outcome of the World Series, but to the teams that will play for a chance to win the World Series. Remember, the interpretation stage is one of the biggest ones in gematria. There's no doubt that Major League Baseball will not make Magic Johnson look foolish with this World Series guarantee. World Series also equals 147. The 147 does not mean that the Nationals will reach the World Series. It will only mean that they're going to win their playoff series against the Cubs that I have correctly predicted months in advance, months ago. April, May, and June, they end up with a run differential of 147. Expect the Nationals to play the Chicago Cubs. Nationals can reach the NLCS with 100 wins. If they beat the Dodgers, they would win their 104th game of the year. The Dodgers ended the regular season with 104 wins. I'm not sure how many wins the Nationals will end up with for this upcoming season. I'm thinking even the Dodgers may win the NLCS in 4 games. The reason why is because the loser of the ALCS, the Cleveland Indians, okay, they ended the year with 102 wins. Let me talk about the Cleveland Indians win total. They're going to advance against my beloved New York Yankees. Would give them their 105th win total of the season. Masonry 105. Zionism 105 as well. Very big number. Hillary Rodham Clinton equals 105. She lost the election. Cleveland was where the Republican National Convention was held. No doubt there may be some election themes with this ALDS between the Cleveland Indians and the New York Yankees. The New York Yankees will lose their final 3 games of the season. They're going to have a loss total of 74 for this upcoming season. Remember, Gematria equals 74. Messiah, Occult 74. Masonic, G-D is how the Hebrews read out God. 7 equals G. D equals 4. This is why the New York Yankees season is going to end. Now for the Boston Red Sox, they're going to lose their 72nd game once again for the season against the Houston Astros. Why is number 72 significant for the Boston Red Sox? Well, number 1, Syria equals...
Hey guys, so I tell
Alrighty, Syria equals 72, President Trump equals 72. That's where World War III is going to be at. Very significant. World War, WW equals 46. Houston, Texas, and Gematria also equals 46. This is why this will happen. Going down to Houston. Okay. They would win their 104th game of the season after eliminating the Red Sox. 104 wins, entering the NLCS. No doubt a preview of the World Series. Remember, the Dodgers won 104 games during the regular season. This is going to foreshadow who the Astros will play in the World Series. 104, significant. I invented the term Gematria Day on April the 14th. Gematria Day equals 104. Gematria Day, coincidentally, or actually no coincidence, because life, as you know, is set up by the numbers. Gematria Day, 104 days before my birthday. No coincidence. We have a very mysterious universe. See, I wear my Yankees jersey, but I'm not emotionally invested in this garbage anymore. So Houston, entering the ALCS with 104 victories before the World Series, they can have a win total of 108. They could win their 112th game to win the World Series, but once again, this is all part of the narrative. But the 113th World Series mostly connects to Los Angeles. Magic Johnson's guarantee are stronger connections than Houston winning their 112th game of the year to win Game 4 of the World Series under that scenario. Just not going to happen that way. Let's take a look at the Chicago Cubs. Perennial losers. 70 losses. It's time for the Cubs to lose. They can lose game number 73 of the season to get eliminated. Sacrifice equals 73 and 46. Sacrificing the chance to go play Houston in the World Series. I talked about number 46. Let's see the combined win total for the Dodgers and the Nationals before they face off in the NLCS. 207. Not much there with 207. Let me think about the Nationals and the Nationals. No, excuse me, the Astros and the Indians. So 105, 104. I'm not really seeing much significance in their combined win total. Just trying to break this down right before the ALCS. I'm thinking the Indians will beat the Yankees I'm going to say they're going to lose one game against the Yankees. I think the Yankees will win one game. And they'll end the season with a total of 65 losses after they lose the ALCS. Just thinking about the fact that there are currently 65 American League teams that won the World Series. Bryce Harper equals 65. I'm predicting him to join the New York Yankees next year. The Yankees can be the 66th American League team to win the World Series. Just thinking about the Empire State. Empire equals 66. So definitely look out for the Yankees. In 2019, look out for Bryce Harper to join the New York Yankees. In a couple years, I already broke that down to. Let's see, we have the Cubs. Win total, I'm going to say the Nationals will win the series 3-1. Just thinking about this again, Saturn equals 93, the keeper of time. Time equals 47 degrees in the Freemasonic compass. It's maybe time for the Cubs championship pedigree to come to a close. This is what I see for all these outcomes in the World Series. As for the win total in the World Series, I'm thinking it's going to be Dodgers over Astros, 4-1. Maybe a conversation of LA as one of the greatest teams in history. Remember, they won one more game in the regular season than the Chicago Cubs did. The Cubs won 103 games. The Dodgers won 104 games. One more win than the Cubs. I'm predicting the Dodgers. I'd be really surprised that this World Series goes to a 7th game. Now, just thinking here, right? Who'd have home field in the World Series? Well, because I think this World Series is going to end in Los Angeles, California, but I may end up releasing a game prediction really shortly, but these are all my thoughts for the postseason. I hope this is a good preview. And once again, scripting by the numbers of the world of professional sports.